Quite the little gent, isn't he?
That's what Lisa Addis thought until he tried to kill her.
You seem very sure about this, Liz.
I was the first person to see her, I am sure. He should have got 10 years, not 5.
You're not just going on a hunch?
Hunch? He said he was going to kill her when he got out.
Go. Liz.
I think we've been sussed. Why, Gov? You promised us 2 more days. Why cancel the surveillance now?
I had no choice. I don't like it any more than you do.
He's going to do someone, you know. He's a prime candidate for reoffending.
Liz.
He knew we were there. He looked straight up at the window just before we pulled out.
Look, there's always a chance that what he did to his last victim was a one-off.
But it wasn't, Gov. There were 2 more cases on file.
But they wouldn't give evidence. Look, I know it's painful, Liz. But the truth is, I just don't have the money in the budget. We've had these security vans turned over. I need the bodies.
And that's what I say to Lisa Addis, is it?
Got a new alarm system fitted last week. Takes me with time to remember the code.
Make you feel better?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? It's OK. I don't usually start before 5. You don't?
No.
No need out there. I feel like I'm back to square one.
Well, he knew he was only going to serve 2/3 of his sentence.
It was a joke after what he did. Still, you're watching him.
Sorry. No, we're not. We had to cancel the surveillance.
You promised me, Liz.
I know, I'm sorry.
You know he blames me. Thinks it's my fault he got sent down.
It's not about what I believe.
You think I provoked him. You all do. The judge, everyone. You think I get off on violence or something? Do you think I wanted this?
No, of course I don't.
Wasn't my fault.
I know it wasn't.
He said it was. While he was hitting me. He said that.
It wasn't your fault, Lisa. You know that.
He's insane. He could do anything.
I know.
So why aren't you watching him still?
Listen, if you're worried, then maybe we could...
Oh, please, I can't stand anymore. Just leave me alone.
Oh, great. What's the problem?
Good morning.
Please, you've got to help me. Make them open up.
Do you want to tell us what the problem is,
Mrs. Matthews, it's my daughter, Shona. She hasn't come home. She was at this club last night and she hasn't come back.
All right. How old's your daughter, Mrs. Matthews?
18.
Right, well, it's really not unusual for an 18-year-old to stay out overnight, especially if she's been to a club the night before.
Yeah, well, not Shona. She wouldn't.
Please, that's not going to help. If you give us all the details, then we can help you.
Oh, don't bother.
Mrs. Matthews, listen. I understand that you must be really upset, but, you know, banging on the club door isn't going to help, is it?
Mrs. Matthews?
Nah, forget it.
Right then, the security van jobs. I want every name, I want every detail. Don't want you to leave anything out. Don't make any mistakes, all right?
Sarge. Liz, you OK?
Yeah, great.
You've done all you can. It's the DCI's call. You had your say yesterday.
What, another day, another dollar? I don't think so, Danny.
Come on.
Liz, when you're ready.
He's loving this.
It's not his fault.
No, but he's not exactly broken-hearted about it, is he?
He called the station nearly half an hour ago.
Sorry, we did get here as soon as we could.
I'm sorry for making such a fuss. This is Brian, my husband.
Mr. Matthews?
I was walking back to the club after you saw me. I found her jacket near the off-licence by the bins. There's blood on it.
You're sure it's Shona's jacket, are you, Mrs. Matthews?
Her student card was in the pocket.
We'll need to take it with us.
What time did Shona go to the club?
About 10 last night. She went with her friend Claire. It was Claire's birthday.
I phoned her. She said she saw Shona leave.
She said she left the club about midnight and went to get a taxi. Claire's her best friend. She wouldn't lie.
And Claire was sure that she intended to come straight home, was she?
Where else would she go?
She hasn't taken any clothes with her. Nothing.
Has she seemed her normal self lately?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she worries.
She worries about me. I've got angina.
Does she have a boyfriend?
Not at the moment. She hasn't got time. That's her in the middle.
Right. Do you think we could borrow this picture, Mrs. Matthews?
That's Claire on the right, the one she went out with last night.
Oh. So it was a good party then, yeah?
Yeah, started early.
Who else went with you to the club?
Some friends from college. They left the same time as me.
All right, we'll need all their names, in case we have to speak to them later.
Shona still hasn't turned up then.
I'm afraid not. Was she wearing a jacket last night when she left the club?
Yeah, her white one. Why?
Her mother found it in Wolfside Street, right next to the club.
What?
You told Mrs. Matthews that Shona left the club at about midnight, yeah?
She couldn't stand the smoke. She said she had a headache.
And does she get on okay with her parents?
She gets fed up with them fussing. That's all, though.
You don't reckon she would have gone off without telling them?
Not with her dad ill.
You're her best friend, are you, Claire?
I suppose so. We usually get on.
Were you getting on last night?
We were, yeah. I suppose I was a bit fed up that she didn't want to stay on, and I wouldn't have walked out on her birthday do.
I see.
It wasn't a row, though.
OK, Claire, thanks. Let us know if you remember anything. It's OK. See ourselves out.
Her mate said she was getting a taxi home last time she saw her.
Have you phoned around the hospitals?
Yeah, no one answering her description's been brought in.
The River Lounge. That club's a haven for drug dealers.
Yeah, well, it looked like Claire was on more than booze last night.
Trig's flat's only 2 streets away from the club.
Let's not jump to conclusions, shall we?
Like I said, Gov, I'm sure he knew we were watching him. Maybe he'd sussed that we'd pulled out.
John, I want you to leave the security vans for now. Check the club and get this jacket to the lab, see what they make of the blood.
Great.
Do you want me to talk to Trig? See what his movements were last night?
No, I want you to go with John. I'll have a word with Trig. Thanks, George. Di.
Do you recognise her at all, Michelle?
I was heaving in here last night. We were run off our feet.
What's the problem?
I'm DS Boulton. This is DC Rawton from Sun Hill. You are...
Mike Hurley. I'm the manager. OK, Michelle, run along.
We're investigating the disappearance of a young woman called Shona Matthews, Mr. Hurley. She was in here last night. She's the one in the middle. Do you recognise her at all? Have a good look. It's important.
We get hundreds through here every night. It's the troublemakers I'm looking out for.
Yeah, and you've got more than your fair share of those, haven't you?
No more than anywhere else.
Yeah, but drug dealers really like this club, don't they? It's got quite a reputation.
We've got a very strict policy with regard to drugs.
And it doesn't seem to be working, does it? Not according to our records, anyway.
We're going to need the security tape from last night.
Yeah, and that should make really interesting viewing, shouldn't it? Got any more thoughts, Mr. Hurley?
Yeah, I might have seen her. Hard to be sure. Yeah, it was probably her.
Go on.
Well, she asked for the number of a minicab, so I gave her the one we normally use.
Which is?
Maggie's. The girls like it. It's women only.
Do you know if she rang it?
Well, I think she used the payphone.
OK. Thanks for your help.
Nothing happened to her here, OK? I saw her go through that door.
Well, something must have happened to her. She never went home.
Well, Liz seems pretty certain Trig's up to his old tricks again.
I know what Liz thinks. Let's just see what he's got to say for himself, shall we? David.
Mr. Meadows.
This is DC Glaze.
What's this about?
We're investigating the disappearance of a young girl, Shona Matthews.
And you thought you'd call on me first?
Just like to have a little chat.
Is this going to happen every time some kid leaves home?
Can we come in?
Doesn't look like I have much choice, does it?
This is Shona Matthews, the young girl we're looking for.
Right. So what am I supposed to have done then? Kidnapped her? Take a look if you like. Bedroom and kitchen are through there, bathroom upstairs, that's it. Not very much, is it?
So where were you last night?
Here. Watched a bit of TV, then read mostly.
Bit of a reader, are you?
Luckily.
So were you in all evening?
No, I went out for cigarettes. About 10.
Where did you go?
Late night store, round the corner.
And they'd remember you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm surprised you're staying of an evening. After being banged up for 5 years.
Surprised me as well. But then prison changed me. Inside you're scared of everyone and everything. That feeling doesn't just disappear.
Not scared of women, now, are you? You weren't scared of Lisa Addis. You couldn't have been after what you did to her.
I'd never even hit a woman before.
That's not true. You beat up a female colleague 7 years ago. Completely lost it. And a year later, you assaulted a landlady.
They were arguments, not assaults. They never even got to court.
You made sure of that, didn't you?
Look, I know I have a temper. But I was younger then. I know the danger signals. It's better now.
Is it?
What I did to Lisa was terrible. I deserved to be in prison.
What made you do it?
I loved Lisa. I mean, really loved her. She was the first woman I'd ever felt that way about.
That's the story you told to the court.
You just don't understand, do you? None of you ever understood. You see, I'm not much good with women. I get too involved. But Lisa was special.
She's so special, you half killed her.
You asked me why I did it. I was trying to explain. It was when she told me it was over. She was cradled in the crook of my arm, her head against my shoulder. She was warm and trusting. And then she tells me she's been sleeping with another man. You know, she even told me how good he was in bed, how much better he was in bed. I went berserk.
So you think you paid your dues, do you?
I just want the chance to put things behind me. You see, me and Lisa had been together for months. I do not pick up young girls on the street. I never have.
No. You only try and kill people you know, don't you, David?
Not going to be allowed to forget the past. Am I, Mr. Meadows?
Side entrance. Okay, bottom, buzzer. Yep, okay, right. Yes, love. Yes, we only use women drivers. Okay, I'll send a car round straight away. Carol? Thanks. Okay, bye. Hi, how can I help you?
Are you Maggie Brennan?
That's right.
I'm DS Boulton, Mrs. Brennan. This is DC Rawton.
Maggie. I haven't been Mrs. Brennan for a while. What can I do for you?
Well, Maggie, we need to know if you took a booking last night in the name of Shona Matthews.
Yeah, I think I did. It's a busy night last night. I'm still recovering. Yeah, outside the River Lounge.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, nothing. She didn't show up.
Really?
Well, I thought she must have got a lift. It's always happening. People don't bother to wait. Why? What's the problem?
Shona didn't go home last night.
What?
You didn't hang around for her then?
I did, yeah. I never just shoot off.
Maggie, no one's blaming you. We're just trying to find out where she went.
We get a lot of calls from single women late at night. They feel safer with us. It was the whole idea behind the business.
Does anyone else work with you?
Beth, my sister. We take turns on control and we both do some driving. And there's Carol that you saw, and a few others. There were a couple off sick last night.
Don't you get nervous picking up punters late at night?
It doesn't bother me. You don't get many causing trouble. Any sign of it, I sling them out. And the great thing about women passengers is that they wait till they're home before they throw up.
That's true.
I hope you find her.
Thank you.
Maggie's cabs.
Rather her than me.
Okay.
I don't suppose you've considered the possibility that it wasn't Trig.
Yeah, I have, Gov.
Shona's not exactly his type, is she, Liz?
Look, man, the guy's a psychopath. He gets his kicks out of hurting women. If I hadn't cancelled the offer...
Don't push it, Liz.
Gov,
Danny.
there's someone asking for you.
Oh, yeah?
David Trigg.
What does he want?
Do you mind if I join you?
Be my guess.
Danny. She's not doing herself any favours, is she?
How do you mean?
She's been winding the DCI up about Trigg. I don't get it. What's she trying to prove?
Finding out who attacked Shona.
Hello, David. This is DC Rawton.
I remember you, DC Rawton.
So what is it, David?
I think I saw something last night when I went for the cigarettes.
What was that?
It was maybe a bit later than 10 when I went out.
And you knew we'd discover that when we checked with the shop where you bought your cigarettes. Changing your story already, David?
Go on.
I saw the girl, the one in the photograph. At least I'm almost sure it was her anyway.
Where was this?
Wharf Square.
What were you doing there?
I needed a walk, I needed some air.
So why didn't you tell us this before?
Because I knew I'd be your #1 suspect and I couldn't handle it.
And you think it was Shona you saw?
Well, I think so, yes. She was with some fella. He seemed to be getting really heavy with her. They obviously knew each other, otherwise I would have stepped in to help her.
What was he like?
Wiry, late 20s, early 30s, fair hair. He kept doing this. Like I said, I think she knew him.
Right, David. Do you mind waiting here while we check it out?
No, of course, I just want to help.
Thank you.
Look, I know what I did to Lisa was terrible. But this time I'm not the man you're looking for.
I can't believe she hasn't turned up yet. I should have made her stay.
Well, we've been given a description of someone she was seen with last night, Claire. We were wondering if it would ring any bells for you.
What's he like?
He's early 30s, he's got a wiry build and he's got swept back, fair hair.
Paul.
Who?
Paul Myers. He and Shona went out for a bit. She finished with him a couple of months ago. He's been giving her hassle ever since.
Did you seem frightened of him?
I don't know about frightened. She was worried, though. Paul's okay until he gets a few drinks inside him. He was really into Shona.
Yeah?
He didn't like her knocking about with any of her old mates, wanted her all to himself.
OK, where can we find him? Mr. Myers, can I have a word with you, please?
You'll have to wait a minute.
Afraid he can't. I'm DS Boulton, this is DC Rawton.
All right, take a break, Jess.
You're a friend of Shona Matthews, aren't you?
So what?
When'd you last see her?
What's it got to do with you?
She didn't come home last night.
I haven't seen her.
You've been trying to see her, though, haven't you?
No, I haven't. Who have you been talking to? Has someone been saying something?
I think we should do this down the station, Mr. Myers. It's a bit more private there.
Do I have to?
Not yet. Is there some reason why you shouldn't?
Sorry, folks. We're gonna have to leave it there. I've got to go and sort something out.
I'd get something for those scratches if I were you. So tell us about your relationship with Shona, Mr. Myers.
We had a bit of a fling, that's all.
Who finished it?
She did. Said there wasn't a future in it.
You wanted there to be a future, though, didn't you?
Like I say, it was just a fling.
But you were upset when she gave you the push, weren't you?
Claire's been mouthing off, has she? Sad cow, she hates my guts.
Why's that?
I went out of her before Shona, didn't I? She's been bad-mouthing me since I dumped her.
Claire's been lying, has she?
Yeah. Reckon she was the one who put Shona off me in the end. Always stirring it up.
Did you try to see Shona last night?
Yeah, I had to. I needed to talk to her.
So what time did you see her?
Late, after closing time.
Had you had much to drink?
A bit.
And how much? A few pints? More?
More, yeah, I don't know, I don't remember. A couple of pints, a couple of shorts. Not much, not really.
So what time did you see her?
About midnight.
So what happened? Did you meet up with her in the club?
No, I was just hanging around outside the River Lounge. I knew she would have been there for Claire's birthday. I know it sounds a little bit sad, but I needed to talk to her.
Did Shona want to talk to you?
She said she had a headache. I said, what about a walk? I didn't force her. It was like before. Like when she wanted me. We just walked for a bit.
Where'd you go?
Wharf Square.
Tell us what happened.
I needed to tell her how I felt. I tried to get through to her. I knew Claire would have been slagging me off.
So did you? Did you tell her how you felt?
No. It was just the usual, you know, me coming on too strong. She couldn't handle it, stormed off. Look, I didn't touch her, all right? I mean, she was OK. We had a bit of a row, but that was it.
You sure about that?
Yes.
How long did you actually spend with her?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Well, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, what?
Yeah, 5 minutes, maybe more. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I had a few to drink, hadn't I?
So you lost your memory now?
No, it's just the details.
How'd you get the scratches on your hand, Mr. Myers?
I don't know.
You can't remember that now, can you?
Look, I just had to make her understand. Shona sees things in black and white. It winds me up.
You hit her, didn't you?
No. Look, I grabbed her, all right? She was trying to walk away from me. I couldn't let her. She was storming off, crying. It made me worse. I wouldn't hurt her for the world. Honestly, I wouldn't. But...
Go on.
When I got home, I looked in the mirror. There was some blood on my shirt. I didn't hurt her. I wouldn't!
Paul, tell us where Shona is, please. Well, he admits to seeing her and he admits hitting her. We've got him running scared now, Gov.
We're not there yet, John. Do a Section 18 search of the house when you've arrested him.
OK.
And get the shirt with the blood onto forensics for urgent attention.
Right.
Because once he gets his lawyer in, we're going to need everything we can get.
The only thing we really need now is Shona.
Liz, you're going to have to get rid of Trig.
OK, go. You can go.
Have you found a girl?
We might need to talk to you again.
Sounds sorry it wasn't me.
Listen, unless you've got something you want to tell us, why don't you just go home?
I don't want your sympathy.
Good.
Look, I'm sorry to disappoint you, DC Rawton, but I have changed. People do.
Just the way he looks at you. I saw that look before.
When?
In court. His father turned up, a retired army sergeant. Sits in the well of the court and listens for half an hour while his son's giving evidence, making his excuses. And he just got up and walked out. Trig never batted an eyelid. He knew we were watching him yesterday.
Hope you're not messing us about, lads.
There is someone, honest!
Yourself, lads.
Nothing. No, wait, just very faint. Do you think she's the one that went missing last night? Shona?
What's happening? Is she dead then?
Sarge, I think there's something you should see. It's the video footage from the club.
Oh, I know that guy's a drug dealer. He's getting out the way of the camera to do some business.
There's Shona, on her way to the payphone. The barmaid that we spoke to in the club. Looks like she's on her way out.
Is that it?
No, there's a bit more. Hold on. There's Maggie talking to Hurley.
Yeah, that's Maggie Brennan, so what?
It's 12:32. She said she got there at midnight and waited outside in the cab.
Well, maybe she's waiting for Shona. That's what she does. The cab firm that cares.
Yeah, but she wouldn't hang around that long, though, would she?
Well, maybe she's waiting for another fare. What are you getting at, Liz?
She was wound up.
Liz, we found Shona and Myers has already admitted to fighting with her.
Yeah, and Trigger's the one who led us to him. Little bit of a coincidence, don't you think?
Or it could just be a little accurate. I suppose it depends on whether or not you've got an obsession with Trig.
Look, even if I'm wrong, even if Trigger's got nothing to do with Shona, he's lying to us.
Wouldn't do any harm, would it?
What?
Having another word with Maggie. It's probably nothing, but we'd better check every angle.
Thanks, Danny.
Liz.
Maggie,
Hi.
this is DC Glaze. We found Shona Matthews.
Oh, thank God for that. How is she?
I'm afraid her injuries are pretty severe.
Oh, that's bad news.
Can we have a word?
Yeah, come in. It's Beth, my sister.
Beth?
It's the police. They found that girl I told you about.
How is she?
Not good, I'm afraid.
It wasn't Maggie's fault. She went to pick her up.
No one's saying it is.
So why are you around here again?
Oh, you can push off home for a couple of hours if you like, Beth.
You want rid, do you?
No, I just mean while it's quiet, you might as well take advantage.
Yeah. Right.
Don't come through. Sorry about that. Sisters. She thinks I'm helpless, you know?
You don't give the impression of being helpless running this place.
Well, thank you. I fell apart a bit after my divorce. Beth helped me through it. It's hard now. I don't need her so much.
We wanted to check the time you went to the River Lounge last night, Maggie.
Well, midnight when the girl called. But I really did try to find her.
Well, according to the security film, you were also there 32 minutes later.
I went back.
Presumably you weren't still waiting for Shona, though, were you?
Oh, I had another fare. Lots of girls ring us.
And they didn't turn up either?
What?
Well, you were seen chatting to the manager, and then you left the place on your own.
Well, I was just cross. You know, customers don't show up. I lose time and money.
You'd have a record of the booking, though, wouldn't you? This other one that didn't turn up.
I didn't put it in. We were busy.
2 drivers off sick.
Yeah, that's right.
No wonder you looked so upset.
Look, I don't mean to sound unhelpful, but am I being suspected of something?
No, of course not.
We're just trying to make sense of things, that's all.
Well, I've given that up a long time ago.
Yeah, good. Well, thanks for getting back so quickly. Forensics. Blood on my shirt was Shona's.
No surprise there, then.
Has he asked for a solicitor?
Yeah, he knows we're serious.
Good.
Liz, forensics have just confirmed that the blood on my shirt was Shona's.
Has he admitted anything?
Well, not yet, he hasn't.
So we still don't know it was him?
Shona isn't even Trigg's type.
How do you mean?
It's lonely middle-aged women that he goes for, not young clubbers. And there's nothing to suggest he had anything to do with the assault on Shona.
Opportunism. He said he saw her. We know he was there.
Yeah, so was Myers, and that's who we're going to go and talk to. Come on, John.
Don't say it, Danny.
Shona's in a bad way, I'm afraid, Mr. Myers.
How bad?
We won't know for a while.
She gonna be all right?
We don't know.
I gave her a slap, that's all it was.
So how come there was blood all over your shirt?
It was just a slap.
And what about the scratches on the back of your hands?
Look,
You're all right, thanks. She wears a ring. I don't know, it must have dug into my skin. I mean, that's where the blood on my shirt came from.
The blood was Shona's, Mr. Myers. We've had the results of the tests.
Look, I didn't hurt her, believe me.
You do admit you hit her, though.
But she gets nosebleeds. I mean, she must have had one.
I see. And does she often get nosebleeds, or just when you slap her?
I don't know, she gets nosebleeds. Ask her mum and dad, or ask Claire.
Your memory seems to be getting clearer, Mr. Myers.
Well, I've had a little time to think, haven't I?
So you went for a walk down to Wharf Square?
That's right.
Down by the river? Very romantic.
Just wanted somewhere quiet so we could talk.
You didn't take her somewhere private?
No, we went down to Warside Street, and that's all.
How can you be sure about that, Mr. Myers? You told me you'd had too much to drink, and your memory of events was confused.
Because she walked away from me, and she was OK.
We shall check this with Shona, of course. See if her version tallies with yours. That's if she pulls through.
All right, look. Go on, tell them. I'm not saying anything else.
I don't believe Trigg's story, you know. I mean, he's lied to us already. There's something about Maggie
You
that...
don't have to explain yourself to me, Liz.
Right.
What's you want?
Michelle, this is DC Glaze.
What is it?
It'll just take a minute. You sure you didn't see Shona in the club last night?
No, look, Mr. Hurley doesn't like me talking to you.
Really? Why's that?
Well, it's his time I'm wasting. He wants to get his money's worth.
Well, Michelle, this is really important. Are you sure you don't remember her?
Look, I was in a bit of a panic. I didn't notice much of anything.
Why? What was the problem?
My mum phoned to say my little girl wasn't well. I had to go away a bit quick. I thought I was in luck when I saw one of Maggie's cabs sitting outside.
Do you often get a lift with them?
Yeah, she's cool. Her drivers are a lot nicer than most of the slime balls that hang around here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The thing is, you get a bit paranoid with some strange bloke driving you that time of night.
So what did you do? Ask them to take you home?
No, it was one of her cars, but it was this bloke driving. He saw me looking and opened the door. I thought I'd give it a miss, caught the bus instead.
What did he look like?
I only saw him for a second. Dark hair, quite big, white, 30s. I mean, he looked okay. It's just Maggie never lets blokes drive her cars.
OK, thanks, Michelle. You've been very helpful. Beth, do you know where Maggie is? We need to talk to her urgently.
What's happening? I've been trying to find her for ages.
Can you call her on the cab phone?
I've been trying. Switched off. She never does this.
Beth, this is really important. You've got no idea where she might be?
No. I mean, even when she's with her bloke, she lets me know, leaves a number in case I need her here.
She's got a bloke?
Yeah, worse luck. This tosser called Trigg.
David Trigg? Are you sure?
You know him? Yeah, of course. You lot will have sent him down. He wrote to her from prison. Wanted a pen pal. She wrote back. I said she was a fool. She told me to keep my nose out.
You didn't trust him?
What's going on? What's he done?
Was Trigg here last night?
I don't know. She doesn't tell me anything. She knows what I think about him. Are you after Trigg?
Maggie said 2 of your drivers were off sick.
It's been impossible.
Your drivers, they use their own cars, do they?
That's right. One of the girls who's off sick left hers here, though.
So someone else could have used it?
I suppose.
Has Maggie got a key?
Tracy might have left her keys here in case we needed to move her car. Look, tell me, has this got anything to do with that girl who went missing?
Maybe, yeah.
So what about Maggie? Where's she? What's he done with her?
We have to find Maggie fast, Gov. We know what Trigg's capable of.
So, Trigg's tied to write to her from prison.
Sounds like she felt sorry for him.
Maggie fits the profile of the kind of woman he'd go for. On her own after a failed relationship, at odds with her family, good-natured.
He's ran rings round us, Gov. He left Shona to die.
Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, Shona and Maggie are entirely different cases.
Unless Liz was right, and Shona was just opportunism.
John?
Well, I don't buy all this opportunism stuff. But Liz could be right about Maggie. Myers can wait. I think we should go after Trigg.
Right. Let Uniform know, then get descriptions of both of them and Maggie's car. Then you and Danny check Trigg's flat.
Gov.
At least I warned us, you know, Gov.
You can do your blaming later. Let's at least find Maggie first, shall we?
You think he reads all this stuff, Sarge, or does he just want Maggie to think he's the sort of bloke that does?
Oh, bingo. It looks like he's kept the letters that Maggie wrote to him when he was in prison.
Well, Maggie's no idiot. He must have done some job on her.
You're telling me. I'm in prison for beating up women. Will you be my friend? It's some job, isn't it?
Might have been a bit more subtle than that.
You know, women like Maggie get a buzz out of it. They like to challenge the danger.
Well, there's one theory.
OK, this must be the first letter. Sounds like it's come out of the blue. How did you get my address? Was it just a bit of cold calling? You must have stuck a pin in a telephone directory. How did he get the address?
Who was the mate who recommended me? Was it someone who uses my cab? I didn't like the idea of someone watching me like that. I don't mind you writing, though. You sound lonely. Well, she obviously took the bait.
Proves Trigg wasn't a loner. Someone Trigg knows set Maggie up. We've just got to find out who it was.
Do you think Trigg's panicked? Because I was putting the pressure on about the Matthews girl.
In the circumstances, that would be a bit unfortunate, wouldn't it?
Liz and the DCI gave him a hard time about it. He could have got spooked.
Well, whatever. Why doesn't matter, it's where. I'm going to check upstairs.
Sarge!
What?
Sierra Oscar 595.
Go ahead.
Read your dark blue Cavalier. Lima 407, Golf Uniform Charlie. Found it in some waste ground, back of Rivermill Street. No sign of any occupants.
I still can't believe she could fall for someone like him.
How do you mean?
Once she decided he was Mr. Right, nothing could shift her. Maggie? No, she's not here. I don't know when she'll be back. Sorry. Bye. I should have done something. She got so angry when I tried to warn her about him.
Why would she let Trigg use someone else's car?
Because he asked. All he had to do was look.
Yeah, I know that look. How the hell did he get in touch with her in the first place? He was in prison.
She said somebody who knew our company knew him.
You don't know who, though?
Oh, this was someone who visited Trigg when he was in prison, some bloke.
OK, I'll check the prison records, see if they've still got a visitors list.
I think Maggie must have suspected Trigg had done something. Ever since you started asking questions, she's been edgy.
Yeah?
She might talk herself round at first, but inside she must have at least suspected. And if she found out Trigg had stopped to pick up that girl?
You think she would have had it out with him?
I do, yeah. Then what?
Don't worry, Beth. We'll get him before anything happens.
Tony! What have you got for us?
Young lad reckons he saw a man and a woman get out of the Cavalier, get into another car, black, bit flash, sounds like a BMW. Said that the woman must have been drunk. The bloke had to practically carry her from one car to the other.
Is he sure about that?
It's not exactly what you call a reliable witness. Comes down here to shoot up, he dosses under one of the bridges.
Right, thanks, Tony. Ian! You got anything?
There's tracks made by another car coming close up, doing a U-turn and taking off.
Well, it sounds like the witness was right. He's had help abducting Maggie.
This toolkit looks like it's been used fairly recently.
How do you mean?
And not for the usual car maintenance job, I'm afraid. There should be enough blood and tissue here to get a result. There's some dry blood, but could have been there for a while. And what I said recently, I meant it's been used today.
And we got a description of the car that approached the minicab. The witness thought it was a black BMW, but he can't be sure because he was too busy shooting up at the time.
Could the spanner have also been used on Shona?
Hang on, the guy's a DSE. He's not a miracle worker. Give him time.
Well, it's Maggie we've got to watch out for.
OK, great. Thanks for your help. The prison records only show 2 names on the visiting list for Trigg. An M. Brennan and an M. Hurley.
Hurley.
Now we know who put Trigg in touch with Maggie.
Yeah.
How do you know David Trigg, Mr. Hurley?
I don't have to answer any of this.
Yes, you do. Maggie's in serious danger and you're in big trouble.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You visited Trigg in prison.
So what?
So what's the connection?
He worked here for a while. That's all. This was way back.
And you've been best friends ever since, have you?
Trigg ain't got friends.
So why visit him in prison?
I don't know.
He asked you to find him a woman, didn't he? So you provided him with Maggie Brennan.
I just gave him a name, that's all. He wanted someone to write to.
So you thought that she'd be his type? You thought they'd get on well together?
I wanted him off my back.
I see. So you're a pimp as well as a clubber.
I ain't no pimp.
Oh, you do it out of the goodness of your heart, do you?
I just thought...
He had something on you, didn't he? From the time he worked here. You've said yourself he doesn't have any friends.
If he wasn't blackmailing you and you don't like him, he must have been paying you.
You ain't got nothing on me. Just leave me out of it.
Why did you give him Maggie? You knew what he was in prison for.
He was lonely. I felt sorry for him.
Maggie Brennan was here the night that Shona Matthews disappeared. You had a chat with her. What was that about?
She was looking for Trigg. She thought he might have called in to see me.
Did Trigg call you this afternoon, Mr. Hurley, to ask your help with the problem?
No.
A witness gave us a description of a car that was seen on Wasteland at Starkwater Road, where Maggie's cab was abandoned. The driver was seen assisting in the abduction. We've also got a pretty good description of the driver, Mr. Hurley.
Why don't you go away? I've told you all I know.
Is your car parked out the back?
It's not, no.
So what is it, a black BMW, like the one that was driven up towards Mr. Trigg? You don't mind if we check it out, do you?
It's not there.
I'll check it out anyway, should I go?
Yeah, why not?
If I knew anything else, I'd tell you. I promise I would.
I hope you mean that, Michelle.
Excuse me, Michelle, do you know where Hurley parks his car?
Yeah, but he came in by taxi tonight.
Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Can I go now?
Did you know Maggie Brennan was missing?
Maggie? What's happened?
Well, we're not sure yet, but we think she's in serious danger.
What's going on?
Remember the man you saw driving one of Maggie's cabs?
Yeah.
Well, we think he's taken her somewhere. We also think your boss knows him. Now, if Maggie's in danger, Hurley could be involved.
Nah, he's into little girls, he is. Maggie wouldn't interest him.
How little? We need to find Maggie before it's too late. Anything you tell us will be in strict confidence.
I don't know. I've got to think of my kid.
The best way to protect her is to get scum like Hurley off the streets. What you saying, is he into underage sex?
The ones he picks up, some of them can't be more than 14. He makes sure they've got the right amount of ease and then he gives them a lift home. Only always invites them in first for a coffee.
Where is that, do you know? Do you know where he lives?
Come on, Michelle. If Hurley's helping Trigg, he might have given the keys to his place. Maggie could be there now.
It's not his home. He never takes them home.
Where then?
Ask him about his flat, the one by the river.
Thanks.
You're taking a risk, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Protecting your friend, Mr. Trigg.
I'm not protecting anybody. I'm not risking anything either.
Any luck with the car?
Afraid not, Gov.
Told you.
So where did you park it? At your home or your flat?
What?
Yeah, he's got a flat, haven't you, Mr. Hurley? Where he entertains his young ladies, Gov. Very young ladies. Usually doped up to the eyeballs. Thought it might be worth a visit.
Let's have the address, please.
I don't have to tell you anything.
Just give us the address.
Either arrest me or sod off.
Don't play the hard man, you can't afford to. Allegations of underage sex, we know drug dealers use this club. I am personally gonna make damn sure this club gets closed down for good. And that's just for starters. You're facing charges of abduction that could lead to murder. So to help or not to help, the choice is yours. But think very carefully about what you say next. The address, please, Mr. Hurley.
It's 13 River Mill Lane.
I get uniform up, Gov.
No, leave Reg and Tony where they are for the time being. The more of us he sees, the worse he's going to get.
Right, when we get there, let me talk to him.
David! David, don't be stupid! This is Meadows! Just leave us! Take the door out, Joe. Back off!
It's too late, David. Now just stop it now and let her go.
Just back off! You shouldn't have come. This is private. It's personal. What is it you call it? A domestic?
Don't be stupid.
You happy now, you DC Rawton? Because this isn't your fault.
David, just... Now, David, you're wasting time.
Who's yours, mine or Maggie's?
Danny, John, find another way in. A window, anything. OK, go on.
Now, David, you've been here before. So let's just stop it now, shall we?
Just stand back, Liz.
Let her go, David. You don't really want to hurt her.
Shut up! Shut up!
It's all right, Maggie. You're going to be all right.
What's everyone so worried about her? What about me? What about me?
Come on, there's no point in this.
You turn around.
What?
Turn around! Do it! I don't want to see your face.
We're sorry this has happened, David.
But it's your fault. Blaming me for that stupid slut who'd done too many drugs.
We weren't blaming you.
She thought we were. If you'd have left me alone, she wouldn't have started to turn on me. You can make that up of it. Why me? I loved her. I'd have done anything for her.
Then let her go!
I'd give her my life for her. And she still couldn't trust me. I tried. Shut up! I said, turn around. I don't want to see you. What would you know about love anyway? You're not a real woman.
Oh, come on, David. Grow up. We've all been there.
Don't push me.
You try your best, give them everything you've got, and they still don't trust you.
Don't play with me, Meadows.
Please. I understand what it's like when a woman betrays you. When a woman just thinks the worst of you. You know, and I know what it feels like to want to hurt them as much as they've been hurting you.
Finish, David!
Nice one, Danny.
You're okay.
I'm gonna feed you, bitch! I'm gonna kill you! You're never gonna let me go!
It's okay. It's over.
Did you get pleasure out of sitting in prison targeting women?
I didn't target Maggie.
So what did you do? Blackmail Hurley into keeping an eye out for a prospective victim?
I just wanted a friend.
We all know what happens to your friends, don't we, David? Your colleagues, ex-landladies, Lisa. They all end up being beaten within an inch of their lives.
You're a vicious man, David.
But it's not my fault, Mr. Meadows. It's them, the women. They just don't know what they want. Help me. Comfort me. Guard me. And then, sorry, David, you're just not what I want anymore.
Lisa wanted you.
No, she didn't. She betrayed me.
Why did you come back to this area, David? Living so close to Lisa, putting the fear of God into her. Unfinished business, was it?
You keep talking as though I planned things.
You planned Maggie. You set her up. Took advantage of her kindness and her trust.
She was doing everything she could to help you.
But she believed you.
What about David?
About Shona. She didn't believe me, she believed you.
What happened to Shona, David?
I keep telling you I just saw her there. Distressed. Crying. I just wanted to help her. I can't bear to see a woman cry. Can you? I asked her into the car.
Like the barmaid at the River Lounge. She had a lucky escape, didn't she?
What happened to Shona?
I told her I'd see her safely home. She was distraught. Hysterical after that row with that... man. I drove her around a bit. Tried to calm her down. Tried to reassure her. Put my arm around her shoulder. And then she started to get really mad. Shouting and screaming. I had to stop her.
So you dragged her down to the river, you beat her unconscious, and you left her there to die.
Was she your bonus, David? The one you didn't have to set up, your natural victim? Was there more of a thrill in that than there was in any of the others?
I keep hoping there'll be one who'll be different. Who won't betray me.
That's the second time you've used that word. So who was the first to betray?
She knows.
Your mother?
1 minute all love and cuddles. And then suddenly, without any word of warning, gone. Just him. Just Dad.
And he gave you a hard time, did he?
Oh, no. But no warmth. All I ever wanted was the warmth of women.
Sorry, sir.
Shona Matthews died 15 minutes ago. You're looking at murder, David.
You think this is funny, do you?
It's just ironic, really. All I wanted to do was help.
Interview terminated at 20:55.
Gov.
Liz, just leave it, will you? A budget is a budget. You know what Brownlow's like? I had to pull this oboe.
Shona's dead. And you saw this state of Maggie. Still, as long as the figure's balanced, that's all that matters, isn't it, Gov?